Listen, let's talk about what happened 2 days ago. Giannis getting ejected. Were you able to see what happened?
Yeah.
Okay. What were your overall thoughts when you saw that clip of him dunking on Isaiah Stewart, who obviously is an antagonist? We know that. We've seen him in person try to get under guys' skin, try to be physical, try to be a bully, and then he gets dunked on. They tee up Giannis. It was the second tech of the day. He didn't get ejected just for the dunk and the intimidation, but he did get ejected after that play, which I thought was atrocious. But on top of that, the reaction of the referee to Giannis. Giannis, who is perhaps the most respected player in the NBA from a demeanor standpoint, never really yells at anybody, he doesn't cuss a lot or anything like that. He doesn't go after, he doesn't try to show up officials or anything like that. He's asking about why did you just tee me up? And the official is acting like, get out of my face. You are beneath me. It was just really off-putting. Anyway, what were your thoughts on that, EJ?
You're not going to like my response.
Ooh, okay. I can't wait for this. Let's do
Good. Sit back. You want a cigar? You want some house shoes?
Smoke them if you got them.
We are coming up to the holidays. You want to sit back, put a little
go.
smoking jacket on? Okay, first and foremost, I have a serious problem with the control of players in regards to talking smack. So you said I was going to disagree with you, but I am. I have a serious problem with guys that they enforce these rules on that talk smack. This is the National Push Association. They don't fight. We're not going to have a fight in the NBA. Mm-hmm. They will lose too much money. They will not have a fight. Without a doubt. It will not happen. They can lose hundreds of thousands of dollars for fighting. They're not going to do it. Those days of the bad boys in Detroit and the brawls of the 80s, that's not going to happen.
Sure.
So that's one of the things I do push back on the NBA on. It's like, let these guys talk their smack and have their fun. It is no problem with that. Like, that enforces that. To me, it makes the game even more beautiful when guys are out there doing it. But here's where I'm going to push back on you and everybody else that's mad that Giannis got kicked out.
Sure.
That official is enforcing the rules. Just like a policeman has to enforce the rules, just like a judge has to enforce the law, all of that. They're following the book, hopefully, right? That official was following the book. He is supposed to call it. Giannis knows that he might call it. So what that official did was correct in making that call. I don't agree with it, as I laid out for you, but he made the call. Here's my problem.
Okay.
You got the majority of NBA players are basically average, a little bit above average players. And then you have the quote unquote stars. Mm-hmm. They already get everything. Giannis makes the most money. He gets the most endorsements. He gets all the all-league teams. He gets the all-star teams. He gets control of the franchise. They don't do anything unless they call him. And you got about, say, 25 of these guys in the league. That's where they sit. Now, some of them in that bowl over here of 25, yeah, some might get more favor than the other 25. Mm-hmm. But they are separate from these dudes over here. These dudes over here get kicked out. You don't say nothing. Mm-hmm. You don't even complain. They get kicked out all the time. They get fined. They get bad calls. They don't get fouls called. Nurkic went up, popped him in the head. Didn't get a foul. Like, those guys, they don't get the treatment that these guys get. But if these guys, I guarantee you, if that would have been Pat Connaughton, he would have gotten kicked out. Wouldn't nobody been saying anything, arguing it. It wouldn't be that big of an argument. Because it was Giannis, it's a problem. But they already get everything. They need to follow the rules too. Like, those stars need to be held accountable too when they do the same thing. And that is my issue. It's like we live in a world today where people can say they can do anything. They can, and you know what I'm talking about, okay? All right, but they get in trouble. It's point blank that he broke the law, but yet people still will like, oh no, he didn't break the law. No, I'm still going with him. Blah blah blah. Right? You know what I'm talking about, people. So no matter what he does, you're still gonna pull for him, right? But a guy over here does the same thing. You don't even care. So for me, being in a little bit above that class. So here you got the superstars. Here you got the average players. I was a player that was in the middle. Okay, that was me. I was in the middle, and I saw both sides of it. That's my issue. Don't do it, Giannis. And if you got your butt kicked out, so be it. Don't do it because the other guy does it. He gets kicked out. All that favor stuff, it doesn't go with me.
Okay. Well, here's my counteraction to that. First, the reason why rules were made in the offseason to make sure that players were playing as opposed to load managing were because, especially on the road, is because people wanted to see star players play and they would invest a lot of money into these tickets to see said player. And my problem is that what Giannis did to get that second tee was not over the top egregious. Like, it might have been by the letter of the law, but it wasn't like he dunked, he stared at him for a split second, turned around, put his hand down. I've seen worse not get called, and that consistency is part of the issue. Also, I'm sorry, going back to your original point, I have absolute problems with because the top 25 players in the league, people pay money to see those players. They don't pay to go see Landry Shamet. They don't pay to go see 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on the roster. They pay to see the top guys. Giannis is one of the top of the top. He's a top 3 player in the NBA. You just ejected a guy in the middle of the third quarter for some petty shit. That's just what it is. Like, you don't have to like it. I'm sorry. In this world, some people get privilege. Some people's status in said companies or in life provide a little bit of privilege. We don't have to like it. It just comes with the territory. Nobody pays money to see the bottom of the bottom. They pay money to see the top of the top. So by ejecting Giannis, you're ruining your own game. And I guarantee you the NBA is not going to like that either. And also, yes, to your very first point, the NBA has gotten soft. We know this. It is just absolutely atrocious that a guy can't talk shit to somebody else on the court as long as you're keeping it there. Like, you're keeping it there. You're not getting physical and wanting to fight. The problem with a guy like Isaiah Stewart, though, is we've seen him go after people. So it's okay if Giannis, who's probably getting elbowed and bodied and getting a little ticky-tack chicken wing here and there because Isaiah Stewart is kind of that guy. If he's letting out a little frustration because maybe at that time the refs weren't helping him out. You ever think about that? Isaiah Stewart's not the cleanest player in the league. He's also a little dirty, and he's also gotten he almost tried to rip LeBron's limbs off and had to be held back by 18 other dudes. Like, I'm not trying to hear Giannis getting ejected as like this cry for help, and we got to make sure that the establishment stays the same. Hell no. Like, Giannis needed to stay in that game. Let him talk his talk. Let him walk his walk.
You talk, you know what you talk, you sound like?
Chris Rock?
You sound like the typical, you sound like the typical water boy on the couch.
Oh, this guy. Come on.
That's how you sound. You sound like the typical water boy on the couch because it ruins your evening. Oh, that he got kicked out. It ruins your evening, but you're not looking at the pure context of both sides of the ledger here. And that's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Why do I need to listen to the other side of the ledger?
No, because without these guys over here, it's no NBA.
I know. That's why you don't eject them.
No. You hear what I said. Here's your stars over here. Here's the other role players over here. Without them, it's no NBA. That's how the ABA broke up. Without these guys, these guys don't have nothing. Okay? These guys help make these guys. And so you're equality here. And if you don't do that, it makes these guys here feel like, oh, really? They're already getting everything. They're getting everything.
They earned everything.
No, hold it. Because these guys allowed them to. Because they don't fight them. They mesh into their roles. They help them out. Okay? That's how it goes. Okay? If without these guys will get double and triple teamed every night, and their numbers will go down. Their numbers will go down. If it's not for these guys enhance these guys. But these guys get rewarded. And then on the other hand, these guys get rewarded too. Their salary has gone up. So it's equality on the court when it comes to enforcing rules.
They both need each other.
The point I'm getting to you is a rule is a rule.
You can raise your voice up.
A law is a law. Nobody is above the law. Okay? Just because you are quote unquote a president or you a superstar does not alleviate you from breaking the law.
EJ, first of all,
breaking a rule. He broke a rule. He already had a tech.
Okay. All right.
He didn't give him a double tech. He already had a tech.
We are really making this. You're making this.
Giannis should have realized I already got a text. That's his fault. He wasn't thinking about the team. In that moment, he was thinking about himself and that he did that move on somebody and he put his team in jeopardy and he got kicked for it. Okay? So you can't protect him. He made the mistake. That was his second tech. All right? Giannis is unreal. He came back mad last night and had a 50-plus on him. But they still lost. But my point is he was unreal last night because he was ticked. That was his fault, man. You can't be blaming the official. Do you know officials, Saul, get fined? We don't hear about it. When they blow calls, they get fined or they'll get reassigned. Okay? That might cost them thousands of dollars. So they have to follow the rules. Okay, and so if that guy is doing that, they have to follow it. And they are very lenient. They're lenient a lot of times. With Draymond, they're lenient. They're lenient with these stars. These stars get more rope than these guys would ever get. But in regards to hanging on the rim, one, and then getting in front of somebody, talking smack, it is a rule that they all know.
All right. First of all, you made the correlation between the NBA and another sphere that I have zero interest in. I'm keeping this to sports. So stop with the bullshit. Hello. Wait. Stop with the bullshit. Hold on. Let me finish.
The time we live in.
Hello.
People with favor think they can get away with stuff.
I'm talking about the NBA. I'm not talking about anything else.
Well, that's
not the same philosophy that I have in the rest of my life. Like, I don't give a shit. I want to see Giannis play. I don't care about Landry Shamet. I don't care about Tyler Ulis. I don't care about Isaiah Kanan. I don't want to see them play.
I know you don't.
I want to see Giannis.
You know why? Because that's water boy technology.
Oh, my God. This guy.
I like to see the role players of today. I like to see the role players get good spacing to allow Giannis to be able to get to the rim. I like to see a guy set a good screen on KD. Nurkic, boom, hit him to allow KD to come off. I like the beauty of what role players have to do to enhance
Nobody's
stars.
Saying otherwise.
Okay, then. So I like it all. So they all in one boat. They all need to follow the same rule. But yes, the stars get special treatment, and their special treatment comes in the form of dollars. It comes in the form of what they can do off the court. It comes in the form of the adulation that they get from fans. They get it all. You can't just get this. When you're like the president of a company or whatever, and you're making all that damn money, it does not entitle you to walk around, talk down to your employees. It does not allow you to do these things. You should be held accountable if you're trying to break rules.
EJ.
I'm a guy. That's the side I'm on.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, let's find out about this right now, shall we? Have you ever been hooked up because of your status?
Yeah. Man.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's privilege. That's privilege.
I did not.
That is privilege.
What have I been
That's
saying?
not like everybody else. If I go to the club and you go to the club and you get in because you're EJ and I don't, what the fuck is up with that equality?
You know what's gonna happen though? You know what? Hold it. Whoa. I know that's not. No, I just said that. I told you that these guys get all the money. They get all the favor. And guess what?
But why is it okay for you to be able to get it, but not them?
These guys over here, they don't mind it because you know why? When theirs goes up, theirs go up. No, I trust
I'm still not getting into the club, EJ.
No, but no, yeah. You know how you getting in?
Because of you?
Damn right. That's how you getting in the club. Bring my hey, come on, my boy coming in. And you get drippings. That's how you get in, because you hanging with your boy. And your boy not forgetting about the protocol of like, oh, I'm not just going in and leave him out. No. Come on, man, my boy coming in. Well, no, your boy can't come in. Well, I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm leaving then.
Okay.
Right? So that's the rule, right? Okay, my boy got kicked out for doing it. I did the same thing. I don't get kicked out, but my boy did. That's not right. Where's the equality there? On a basketball court. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. I disagree, but that's fine. That's fine. Hey, here we go.